We are currently living in the most convenient, luxurious, and instant gratification era of human history. Would you like to have a meal? Make a tap on your smartphone. Do you require transportation? Dial an application. Experiencing boredom? Access one of the numerous portals that occupy one's time, such as Netflix or YouTube. Hunger, discomfort, or boredom may never truly affect you. You may live your entire existence within a 10-foot radius of your bed. Your comfort is not your ally. It is the silent assassin of your dreams. It is diminishing your motivation. It is suppressing your aspirations. Silently, it is persuading you to accept less than your potential. Let's remove the blanket and be brutally honest about the impact of comfort on your life. Comfort does not satisfy. It sedates you. The majority of individuals are under the impression that contentment is equivalent to comfort, that the more at ease they are, the more content they will feel. You may believe that you are relaxing, but in reality, you are sedating yourself. The endless social media cycles, the takeout, and the binge watching are not improving your mood. They are diverting your attention from the dissatisfaction you are unwilling to acknowledge. That discomfort that you continue to avoid, it is the indication that you are intended for something more. The more time you spend in comfort, the more you become desensitized to opportunity, risk, and ambition. Mental weakness is a result of comfort. It is important to clarify that mental fortitude is not inherited. It has been constructed, and the primary obstacle to its construction is the quality of comfort. The human mind experiences atrophies when life becomes excessively smooth. Your efforts to resolve challenging issues have ceased. You cease to persist in the face of opposition. You cease to endeavor. You anticipate that life will continue to be as convenient as your smartphone, and the instant it fails to meet your expectations. These days, even minor inconveniences, such as a slow app, a lengthy line, or a rejected message, can cause individuals to become agitated. For what reason? People prefer not to be offended. They prefer not to be confronted. They desire that all content be pre-approved, filtered, and curated. However, growth is exclusively achieved through friction. How will you ever manage real life if you are unable to tolerate a small amount of discomfort? Procrastination is a result of a comfort. You are not indolent. Rather, you are excessively comfortable. You assert that you will commence tomorrow, that you are merely awaiting the moment when you feel prepared. However, what you are doing is waiting until the conditions are once again comfortable. Comfort persuaded you that commencing tomorrow is more prudent. Self-care is the act of currently relaxing, that your environment is not yet optimal. It provides you with a plethora of aesthetically pleasing justifications, all of which are intended to shield you from the discomfort of action. Nevertheless, the habit of ceasing before you begin is reinforced each time you postpone action for the sake of comfort. You do not require additional time. You do not require additional motivation. You require additional discipline. Your standards are decreased by comfort. Examine your current circumstances. Be forthright. In what areas have you compromised your standards in the pursuit of comfort? The position you accepted due to its perceived safety. The relationship you maintain because it is easier than starting over. The health regimen that you are consistently neglecting due to a lack of time. The ambition that you have put on hold because it is too difficult at this time. Every time you accept good enough, you are allowing comfort to lower the ceiling of your existence. The more you embrace comfort, the more you convince yourself that greatness is not worth the effort. Before long, you cease to strive for greater heights. You cease to envision grandiose goals. You begin to defend mediocrity with phrases such as, "It's not that bad," or "At least I'm comfortable." However, comfort is the adversary of excellence. It is impossible to pursue both simultaneously. The fear of challenge is a result of comfort. Comfort is not merely a means of softening your body, it is also a means of softening your courage. Subconsciously, you are informing yourself that you are incapable of completing a challenging task each time you refrain from doing so. Consequently, what transpires? You do not request the raise, you do not initiate the conversation. The business is not initiated by you, you remain in the relationship. You refrain from initiating the conversation. Because you are deeply apprehensive, it is not a matter of failing, rather it is a matter of venturing outside the bubble you have constructed around yourself. Comfort transforms every obstacle into a creature. Comfort is a slow death, not overly dramatic, not cinematic, just be silent. Your existence is not irreparably destroyed by comfort in a single moment. Gradually, it executes this operation. A little less effort is required in this instance. A few objectives were overlooked. An additional day of leisurely relaxation. It is not immediately apparent. That is the snare. You convince yourself that everything is all right, that you will resume your routine tomorrow, that it is also being done by everyone else. Then one day, you awaken to the realization that you have squandered months, if not years, in a state of limbo. It was not due to your lack of desire for more. Your most ideal self is concealed in discomfort. Do you desire assurance? What is the purpose? How would you define respect? Liberation? Because it is not concealed within your blanket. It awaits on the other side of the challenging terrain. The early hours of the morning, the rigorous exercises, the uncomfortable conversations, the repetitive failures. You will experience relief through comfort. However, you will achieve results through discomfort. Every time you embrace discomfort, you inch closer to the version of yourself that you are intended to be, the resilient you, the one who is disciplined, your motivation, not the individual who is perpetually working on it, the individual who performs it regardless. Consequently, what actions do you take? What is the most effective method for breaking the bonds of comfort? Begin by establishing daily discomfort habits, consistent friction rather than significant life changes. Set your alarm 30 minutes earlier and wake up without snoozing. Take cold showers to train your nervous system. Exercise even when you are tired, as your body is not the master. Consume food that provides energy rather than merely to satisfy your palate. Make the decision, pitch the idea, post the content. Act. These micro battles may appear insignificant. However, they fundamentally alter your identity. Each one communicates to your brain that I elect to confront a challenge. This is not something that I attempt to evade. Over time, this is the person you become. Someone who does the difficult thing without hesitation. A person who shows up when it matters. A person who is not reliant on comfort to keep moving. Final truth, the world is not holding you back. Comfort is. The economy is not the issue. It is not your supervisor. It is not a result of your upbringing. Your lack of assistance is not the issue. It is not a matter of poor luck. It is comfort. It is the additional hour of sleep that you obtain as opposed to churning. A new life plan is unnecessary. A guru is unnecessary. It is imperative that you cease to indulge in self-pity. You will not be rescued by anyone. No one is facilitating the process. And that is a positive development. As a result, the decision is now yours. Comfort versus you. Every day. It is possible to maintain a softness. Alternatively, you may achieve an invincible status. Conduct the initial action immediately. Acknowledge and execute one uncomfortable task today. Please share your comfort habit that you are eliminating this week in the comments section. You will receive raw truth that will awaken you, not lull you to slumber. Please subscribe. Keep in mind that greatness does not occur when the going is simple. It manifests when you cease to require something effortless. Dreams are extinguished by comfort. The gateway to destiny is discomfort. Walk through it. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button, subscribe for more real horror tales, and let us know in the comments.